Welcome back to Necromunda Monday, the series in which I tackle making models for Games Workshops Necromunda that do not have official models. If you're interested in what models we've made previously in the series, check out the playlist on the channel. It has all the episodes in one place for your viewing pleasure. Now, with that being said, let's sharpen our blades, spill some paint, and regret some dice rolls, and let's get into today's episode. Again, this week's episode is going to be quite short and is also probably the most simple kitbash that we have done on the channel. This is due to me still being on holiday at the time of recording. So, for this episode, we're going to look at another Cawdor specific gang hanger-on, and that is the Hive Preacher. Now, the funny thing about this model is that Games Workshop actually gave us two really good base models to build from, that being the Ministorum Priest from the Agents of the Imperium army, as well as a model within the Sanctifier's kill team, which I believe is also called a priest. You can guess what one we're going to go for, because we have used the Sanctifier's kill team box quite a fair bit within the other kitbashes within this series. It only makes sense that we utilise this model. Now, let's do our normal and look at the stat block. Although, for this model in particular, having seen the two choices of base models, you can see that it's not really that big a deal when we look at the stat block compared to how it normally does for the other episodes in this series, because we're really just going to use the base model and make a couple of edits. So that having been said, let's get into the building. So, to start this model off, you can see here quite clearly that I only really have bits from one box. Sanctifier Priest from the Sanctifier kill team, as well as an arm from another model within the same kit. This kit bash is actually going to be fairly simple, as said in the intro. So let's start with the body. All you're going to do is build the body up and leave the head off for the time being. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll come back to you and I'll show you how it should look. Now, having done that, this is how the body should look once you've followed the instructions. Next, I'm going to put the body to the side and we're going to work on the head. I'm going to bring it closer to the camera just so you can see what I'm talking about. There's an Inquisition eye symbol on the head. We're just going to scrape that off. Once we've done that, we're just going to set it to the side, as we don't need the head just yet. We'll move on to other parts and we'll come back to the head in a later bit of the episode. Now, the priest comes with a second head option. You could always use that, and it doesn't actually have the eye on it that the other one does, but I feel like it doesn't fit the theme that I'm going for. Now, bring the body back in, and you can see I'm going to take this other arm and I'm going to cut the top of the brazier from the hammer off, keeping the hand intact in case I want to use it later. And I'm going to do the same with the Ministorum Priest, trying to keep the head as well as any of the pipework intact. So I'm going to cut it slightly further down than you would expect normally, in case I want to use these bits as well. Now, I'm going to take it away, I'm going to make these cuts, and I'll come back with the two halves. Now, you can see I have the two halves here, our actual priest model, and then the flaming maul we're going to equip onto this actual handle of the original mace. Now, I'm going to try and glue it on the top here, as well as glue the pipework into the handle of the model. Once you've done that, it should look something like this. I think it actually looks quite good for being such a simple kit bash. Now, there is one tiny problem left to look at. Problem being, you see the eye on the book. Now, you could sculpt this if you wanted to, however, I'm going to do my usual, and I'm going to stick some more plastic. And as you can see there, it is pure seals. This is how the model should actually look once it's done minus the head. Now, we're going to glue this head on. And let's look at the final model. You can see it actually turned out really nice for being such a simple kit bash, only really using two different bits from the same kit. Now, we just have to get some close-ups. Many of you who watch my previous episodes know that this is basically the end of the video. However, there's still some time left in the actual episode. I want to take this opportunity to talk to you all and also thank everybody who has stuck around for the last couple of episodes, as well as all the lovely feedback from you. I had obviously originally filmed most of the episodes in one go. Now, I have read some of your feedback and I really do look forward to interacting with you all on the channel, and I really do look forward to hearing any other advice or any other ideas that you have. And with that being said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share with any other Necromunda fans you may know, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. For those of you who have actually stuck around to the very end of the episode, there is actually going to be a poll up on the channel tomorrow that you can go and vote on for the next series that we're going to do that will run alongside the current Necromunda Monday series. So hopefully you all vote on that. And again, thank you for watching, thank you for sticking around, and thank you for all the support. See you all next week.